Hivers, welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where a creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today, we're going to be making a 3D project using the Country Woods Designer Series paper, the Love Story stamp set, along with the Endless Love bundle, okay? And we have a couple of other things that I'm going to be showing you, and I'll get to those later. But first, we're going to go over some buzzworthy business of the day. We have our Celebrate Spring Paper Pumpkin Kit that's going to make 9 whimsical cards that celebrate Easter and sweet spring days. Shy Shamrock is the stamping spot. We have the Beautiful Blooms add-on dies for $13. That item number is 168666, okay? I have a link in the description box below for you to sign up for the paper pumpkin if you haven't already done so. Next, we have our bonus days going on. This is where you shop and earn earn a $5 coupon for every $50 you spend from January 6th to February 2nd. There's no limit on how many coupons you can earn. And once you earn a coupon, Stampin' Up! Will be emailing you a coupon code, and you need to save those because you're going to redeem them beginning February 3rd, okay? We cannot reissue those codes. If you lose them, it's gone. They don't send them to me. They only send them to you. So please save your coupon codes, okay? Next, we have our Stampin' Rewards program where you earn 10% on all orders $20 or more. That excludes tax and shipping. You redeem those rewards on future orders, track and save those rewards on your online Stampin' Up! Account, and those rewards do expire after 12 months of the earning date. Lastly, we have our mystery boxes. These are the medium flat rate USPS boxes that I have stuffed full of new and used retired Stampin' Up! Products. I'm asking just $35 for each box. Shipping is included. If you're interested, you can email me at stampwithshana@gmail.com. Now, during bonus days, I have a promotion going on. If you spend $100 if you spend $100, not including tax and shipping, with me, shopping with me, I'm going to send you one of these mystery boxes for free. Okay? So if you spend $100, you get a free mystery box. You're going to get 2 bonus day coupons. And you're also going to qualify for the product of the month, which is a gorgeous stamp set. All right? So let's get started on our project because that's all of the buzzworthy business. So the first thing we're going to do is some scoring. I have some basic gray cardstock here, and I'm going to get my Simply Score tool. And this is 5 by 6.5. And right here on the 6.5 inch, along the 6.5 inch side, we're going to score this at 1.5, 3, 4.5, and 6. Then we're going to turn it around to the 5 inch side, and we're going to score it at 1.5, 3, and 4.5. Okay, so that is all we need that scoring tool for. And let's go ahead and burnish all of our score lines. So burnish, that means just to fold it over and crease it really good with our bone folder. So we're going to do that on all of the score lines. Okay, now that we have that all burnished, we're going to make some cuts. So let's see here. With this, what is this? The 6.5 inch side going this way. I'm going to cut this little rectangle off here. So this is my 1/2 inch side on the 1/2 inch score line is on the right. And I'm just going to miter cut that just the slightest bit. Do the same thing right here. Okay, and then on this one, we're going to go ahead and cut down to there. And we're going to go ahead and cut all of this off right here. Just like that. And then we're going to cut right here. And then we're going to cut all of this off here. And I'm going to slightly miter just the slightest bit I don't have a corner rounder, or I would corner round these, but I don't have one. So, okay, so on this, we're gonna cut up. I like to do it on the back side so I can see the score line. We're gonna cut up the score line on all of these. Okay, and let me see. This is gonna be our front, so this is gonna stay long. So I want to miter cut this. And these we can actually do a little bit bigger of these wedges out of this one. And I'm also going to take a little bit of the length off, okay? And I'm going to do the same thing on this one on the end where the tab is. Take a little bit of that length off and miter cut that just like that. I know it's not pretty, but it's going to work, okay? So now we're going to decorate this. This is going to be our box. Did I tell you what I'm making? I'm making a Valentine's treat box for some Ferrero Rocher chocolates. Okay, so I have some 4 pieces of 1 3/8 by 1 3/8 inch squares, and we're going to decorate our sides here. So let me get some liquid glue. Got my Valentine's Day glue holder here from the Country Hive. And I'm going to put some glue on the back of our papers here, our designer series paper, and glue these on. I have 2 of each style. So this one we will put here. Ooh, make sure you center it. Put this one right here on the end here, just like that. Okay, and so now what we're going to do is put our box together. So this is our little glue tab. So we're going to put some glue here. You can use tear and tape or the Stampin' Seal Plus. You want to use a strong adhesive because this is a box. I don't want to touch this with my hand and get glue everywhere. So we're just going to fold that over. I hope I'm in frame. Just folding that over. Uh-oh. I didn't give it enough time to set. I put too much glue. Almost glued my box closed. So I'm going to put my 2 sides in that we cut short and mitered, and I'm going to bring the back of the box this way, and then we're going to glue this tab right down like this, just like that, like that. Use my bone folder to get in there. I hope I'm staying in frame. You guys, I've been sick. I haven't been able to record anything. Hoping I can get through this video without sneezing or coughing, and that is our box done. Okay, so now what we're going to do is some die cutting. So let me get my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I have a piece of designer series paper. Oops, excuse me. That is 4 1/4. No, it's not. It's 4 by 4, and I backed it with some not great granite, basic gray. Because the designer series, what I'm going to do with it, I need it to be really sturdy because it's going to be the top and bottom of our box. So I am going to place my heart on here. I don't want my lines to be exactly straight, so I'm just going to go a little cattywampus on the paper here. Maybe move it over just a bit. And I'm just going to run this through. Now I'm going to run it through a couple of times because this is designer series paper on top of cardstock. And I want to make sure that it cuts all the way through everything. Okay, So we have that done, and we're gonna keep this because I'm gonna show you I made something out of this. Okay, so we have our little die cut here. Some of my little circles didn't come out, so let me get my take your pick tool and poke out anything that didn't come out on its own, and that's it. All right, so this is going to be the bottom of our box. As you can see, I've already stamped it with my little I guess logo or personalized stamp. Okay, so this is the bottom of our box. So this, or the base that's going to hold our box, and we're going to glue that on just like that. Just going to glue that on here. So let me go ahead and do that. So we're going to put some glue on the bottom of our box. I probably should have did tear and tape and then put glue over it, but that's okay. I've done it now. And let me see. Hopefully I won't get my head in the way, but I gotta make sure this is even from side to side. Okay. Open up this box, get my bone folder, press that down really good, and we're gonna sit this to the side. Now, before the video, I went ahead and die cut the top of the box and did some stitching. So this is the top of the box, the same way I did that one. I just took some, what is this, the Baker's Twine Essentials pack, and this is the gray granite Baker's Twine, and I just threaded it through and tied it in a bow when I got to the end. I left my tails very long, but I don't advise you do this, but I didn't think about it. I need to stamp on this. So we're gonna do some stamping. I have some early espresso ink here, and I am going to stamp. I wanna stamp the word love first. So we're gonna stamp this right here. Trying to keep my bow out the way, but I want to stamp it right there. That is beautiful. Then I have the word my. This is from Love Story, the word my, and we're going to stamp that right here. So my love, today and always. Just like that. Then I have some little bitty hearts here from Love Story as well. The other stamps are from Endless Love. And we're gonna just stamp some hearts on here. Just like that. We'll call that done. That's all of the stamping done. Now I'm gonna get my chocolate. And we're gonna sit this inside. So this is the one I chose to put inside. We're gonna close our box. Oop. I pushed it down too far. I didn't mean to push it down so far. We need to leave it sitting up a little bit. We're gonna put some glue right here on this lid. And again, I should have did tear and tape first. Oh my goodness. Okay, get your ribbon tails out of the way, and we're gonna try to line this up on the lid of our box with the heart underneath. So I need to turn it to make sure, try to get it as lined up as possible. Okay. Ooh. I had it on there perfect and I took it off. You know what? Let me put some tear and tape. That's why I wanted to put tear and tape, because the tear and tape will make it hold instantly, but the liquid glue will give it that wiggle room that you need to get it in place. So let me see if I can get this on there. It might not stick because of the glue is already on there. Yeah, it's not sticking. Okay. Come on, tear and tape. Oh, this one's gonna stick. Good, good. Come off, come off. There. Now I got sticky fingers. I can't get the tear and tape off my fingers. Okay, let me add a little bit more glue. I'm gonna just add some glue. Let's try this one more time. Okay, tails of the ribbon out of the way. We're gonna try to put this on, get it lined up with the heart underneath. I'm just trying to look over it, and hopefully that's lined up pretty good. Okay, and then you open your box and press, press, press. So now you see how it opens, and then you just tuck that in, and that's the box done. So now I have one finishing touch to add on here, and that is some bling. This is my attempt at a masculine Valentine's. That's why I use the wood grain designer series paper. What is it called again? Country Woods. So this is the earthy matte dots. It's part of the Hobby Haven suite of products that came out on an online exclusive in November. And we are going to use these early espresso dots. Let's see, where do I want to put them? Let's put one here. I'll put I'll put two right there, two small ones. Okay, so that is the card done. Isn't that cute? Not the card, or box. I'm so used to making cards. It just holds one little chocolate, but it's super cute. And I love that the tails of this bow, even though this is masculine, I like the bow on there. And I might curl this a little more to make it just be more loopy. So it won't, I don't know. Okay, but what I wanted to show you what I made out of our negative from the top part that I did ahead of time. I made a bookbinding card. So I just used this piece here. I put some vellum behind it, and then I put another piece of the designer series paper. Let me see if I can find which one I used. I used this pattern here behind the vellum. I don't know if you can see it, but I did have it like this, and it was just too much. It's too much. So the vellum softened that look, and then I die cut these hearts out using the Endless Love dies, this die right here. And on the back of this is this wood grain, so I just flipped the hearts over and put them back in. And I thought that was super cute. And I put Wink of Stella. I heat embossed this. I stamped it in early espresso, but because it's on vellum, the ink stayed wet a little longer, so I put clear embossing powder over it and heat embossed it. And yeah, I think it turned out great. And I used that same gray granite twine, linen thread. This is the inside. Super cute. So this is basic gray and pool party cardstock. But I think this is super cute. Okay, you guys, that's it. That's all. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I would like to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.